A millionaire doesn't use gross toilet paper anymore. She uses family cloth. I thought this was interesting, to say the least. A mom is on a roll after posting a now viral video about why she decided to wipe toilet paper from her life. Shannon Rose, who uses the handle at Shannon Rose1 on TikTok and Shannon Rose on YouTube, which, by the way, the reason why I'm basically labeling her as like a millionaire, one, she has 1 million subscribers on her YouTube channel. Two, she's got over 200 million views on YouTube, right? So if she's somewhat smart, right, she could monetize her following, her viewership, and end up making a very good amount of money, right? So let's see. The story of Shannon Rose, Lessons Between the Lines, right? Has 1,182 ratings. It's basically a $7 book or $17 paperback book, right? I don't know how many sales this actually has, but probably a good amount if 1,000 people did it. And she also has a Patreon. Interesting. Interesting. So she has a membership Patreon thing. So access to all my past Patreon videos I have ever posted here, plus two exclusive videos per week, and 30-day program that will transform your life to get you on the road to success and happiness. So she has 770 patrons, right? Now let's just do the $10 a month thing, even though it might be 13. So let's say 770 times $10, which equals $7,700 per month, right? So times 12, that's $92,400 a month just doing this. Now it's actually going to be more so like more than that because she also has this $13 option, right? So yeah, she's making some good money. I mean, this is just one source of income. This doesn't include the book. This doesn't include her YouTube channel, right? And from what I've seen from like the titles and whatnot from her stuff, it's mainly like vlogs. So she probably doesn't cuss a lot. Don't know really, but she probably doesn't really cuss that much. So with her total amount of views on her YouTube channel, right? So 204,382,257 views divided by 1,000 times probably her CPM is probably about $5, which means that she's probably made about $1 million, well, $1,021,911 and 28 cents, or 29 cents if you round up. So yeah, I'm labeling her basically as a millionaire because she probably is. So the Colorado mom prefers washcloths because she thinks regular toilet paper is gross, adding that it gets crumbly and stuck. I think we've all been in that point where it got stuck. In the 2 minute video, she starts to gag after explaining the reason why she made the change to reusable cloth. Reusable cloth. This is like kind of like a mental image that I really don't want to see. Shannon's family uses a bidet to wash and then uses the fabric to dry off, as water and cloth just cleans you way better. The recycle friendly woman even creates her own cloth by cutting up washcloths and serging the edges. It's so soft and comfortable, she explains. Okay, so let's play this. Bathroom edition. So we have quite a few things here. One, I no longer buy toilet paper. We use reusable toilet paper. Some people might think it's gross. We have a bidet so it cleans us, and then we basically just use reusable toilet paper to wipe dry, and then we throw this in our laundry. We wash it with our regular clothes. If you have questions, definitely let me know. I think regular toilet paper is gross. It gets like crumbly and stuck, and I just, I rather have like water and like I have never ever heard of a tooth bit ever before in my life. Now that's interesting. Definitely learn something new every day. I actually kind of like that idea because you could just use like one basically as like a pill pretty much and just start brushing. That's a pretty convenient thing instead of like having to like wring out the tube and whatnot for toothpaste. That's a pretty interesting idea. But what I also kind of find interesting, right? So she's rich enough to end up having a bidet in her house so that she could basically squirt that up everyone's butt to clean them. But she hand makes the cloth to wipe. Like, I don't really understand that. Like, I'm pretty certain you're probably wealthy enough to end up affording decent cloth as well that you are not forced to make yourself. Okay, let's continue.
And it's awesome. I love it. They even make ones for like kids, like cocoa mango flavor. These are from a company called Bite, and there's a bunch of other companies that make them too. You just find one that you like. The other thing I no longer buy
Actually,
are
hold on. Tooth bits. Oh, oh. See y'all. Jesus Christ. I remembered why I don't really use Amazon at all. Tooth bits. Tooth bits. Brushing teeth. Dented True Clean Purple Chews. Hmm. Traveling Panda Travel Toothpaste Tablets. Okay, so it's basically like this. Interesting. Traveling Panda Toothpaste Tabs Mint, fluoride free, naturally whitening toothpaste tablets, 60 tabs, so basically 60 brushes, for $14.99. Hmm. I feel like that's still kind of like too pricey for that. Maybe the charcoal, since it's only like $11.99, might be worth it, but I don't know. Again, pretty interesting.
like menstrual, like disposable menstrual cup, or sorry, not menstrual. I don't use menstrual cups because I have endometriosis and it causes me way too much pain. Um, So I started using pads, and disposable pads gave me rashes. And then I switched to reusable cloth pads. Love them. I actually started making them myself and selling them on my Etsy shop. I love them so much, and I'm so passionate about
Okay.
them. I've noticed that I have way less cramping.
So that explains more so as to why she's making the cloth to basically do the wiping and whatnot. Now it makes way more sense to me because she literally has her own Etsy shop with some of these products. Makes way more sense to me now.
I don't know if that's a coincidence, but that's just my experience. And yeah, they work amazing. I'm saving so much money, and it's great for the environment. So I think that's all for now in the bathroom. But
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Although, funny enough, she probably does actually save a lot of money by doing whatever she's doing. So, Rose also uses a reusable cloth to blow her nose. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yeah. Pass over that. Already checked the video. Let's see. One commenter asks, so what about for guests? Do you supply them with toilet paper or do they use the reusable ones? Shannon replied, yes, we always have regular toilet paper for guests. I have everything disposable for guests, we just don't use it personally. Another person commented, you worried me before you mentioned the bidet. Haha, yes, it would be gross if you didn't rinse off first, the TikToker wrote back. However, one commenter expressed zero enthusiasm about joining the reusable cloth revolution. Nope, no ma'am, wrote a grossed out woman. Shannon quickly rebutted the naysayers, saying, it's cleaner if you think about it. And if you got poop on your hand, would you just wipe it with toilet paper? No way. You would wash with water and then dry off with a towel, way cleaner. But with that same line of thinking, what's to stop you from after you go take a number two, you just jump into the shower and just dig up in there to clean yourself, you know? Interesting. Does she poop in public restrooms? I agree with her theory, and it's much better cleansing, but how many of us have a bidet? That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, usually you only see bidets in homes that are pretty expensive, and then you know the person probably has a good amount of money. Same here, I love our bidet and just use fresh washcloths to dry with. You're just drying a clean body part as the bidet washes with soap as needed, and you're just wiping clean water off. What's the big deal? Yeah, well, more toilet paper available for me. Thanks. And the thing is, if you've ever been into like a public restroom, like people are just absolutely disgusting in general in terms of the bathroom. I almost fell off the sofa laughing. What meds is this chick on? Look at her eyes. This is just plain nasty. Every single day there are stories like this. Boy, I'll tell you, these days people are really tripping. Take a step back, breathe, and act normal for Pete's sake. How is this any different from drying off after a shower? Use some common sense here. Sheesh, geesh. Have you any clue to how bidets work? Gross, disgusting, and TMI. If you stumble upon this, feel free to give your thoughts on it. I thought it was kind of interesting because to me, it's like if you're like a millionaire, potentially a multi-millionaire, going through all this hassle just seems like so annoying to me personally. But at the same time, apparently she has her own Etsy store. She's probably one of these ladies that cares super heavily about the environment. So it's not too surprising to see someone who's wealthy who cares about the environment and is willing to go down this path. It's not that surprising, but still seems like too much of a hassle to me.